Aloha, good morning. We are flowing here in Manoa. Welcome to your mat, to our morning practice. We're grateful to have everyone, so let's come into a comfortable seat and get started. Sitting with a long spine. In a comfortable seat, whatever works for you here. If you need to use a prop for your knees, no tension in the knees. Let's smooth out the face. Allow the eyes to come closed, and let's meet the breath wherever it is this morning. Just becoming aware of that amazing breath at our nostrils. We'll continue to bring our focus back to our breath and breathing as we go on this journey of about an hour. Returning to the breath, allowing it to be our guide through our practice. And let's allow our eyes to come open, and we'll start with a little pranayama, some breathing exercises to get ourselves started. We'll bring our hands together at heart level, and we'll inhale through the nose, arms come up and out, hold the breath in, press the palms away, fingers down, little kumbha breath retention to start the warm up, and exhale, hands back to heart level. We'll do two more like that, just warming up. Inhale, up and out. Holding breath, palms away, fingers down, chest is lifted. Exhale, hands heart level. And one more. Inhale, up and out. Maybe the longest hold. And as you're ready, in your time, your way, exhaling, hands back to heart level. Bring the right hand to the belly, left hand out to front knee. We'll do some belly breathing to warm up. Inhaling, pushing the belly out. Push, push, push the belly out on the inhale. And then on the exhaling breath, pull the belly back towards the spine. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, push the belly out. Warming up the belly, warming up the breath. Push, push, push it out. And then exhaling breath, pull the belly back towards the spine. Last one. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhaling breath, pulling the belly back towards the spine. Beautiful. Let's bring both hands to the belly. We'll go to the full and complete yogic breath here. On the inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly up and in. Keep breathing, expanding into the rib cage, expanding into the chest. Take the arms all the way up to the clavicle. Clavicle breathing. And then slowly take the hands down along the front side of the chest, the rib cage and the belly as we exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly up and in, expand the ribs, expand the chest, keep breathing, upper chest. And slowly take it down, hands and breath, slowly releasing all the way back down to the belly. Last one. Inhale, push the belly out. Suck the belly in, expand the ribs, expand the chest, keep breathing, inhaling all the way. And slowly taking the breath down, hands trace along the chest, ribs. Release the hands to the sides. We're going to move to Kapalabhati. This is our skull shining breath. So these are forceful exhalations now. The belly presses back towards the spine on the exhale. Natural inhalation to follow. We can move together. Take an inhale, and let's begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Let's keep going. Exhale. Exhale, 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 all the breath, and then we'll inhale, half lung of air. Kumbha, breath retention, lift the chest, drop the chin, engage the perineum, pull the shoulders towards the ears, holding the breath in, no tension. Just hold the prana in the chest cavity as long as you're comfortable. When you're ready, slowly release the locks, slowly release the breath. Breath and breathing return to normal. Kumbha, the retentions, do a nice job at cleansing the mental space. Let's try another round of Kumbha. Inhale. You can swallow if you like, then hold the breath in, lift the chest, drop the chin, engage the perineum, and pull the shoulders towards the ears. Holding the breath in, no tension. And as you're ready, your time, slowly release the breath. Slowly release the locks. Allow eyes to come open. Bring the prana into the eyes. We'll do yoga for the eyes. Head stayed center, moving only the eyes. Take an inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. One more inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. So instead of stretching the eyes, we're going to focus into the eyes now. Arm comes up, shoulder height, fingertip in line with the eyes, not too high, not too low. And we'll focus to the finger, no blinking, Tratakam. Slowly bend the elbow. Fingertip coming towards the nose, no blinking, and slowly extending the fingertip back out to full extension. You can gaze momentarily beyond, and then let's do it again. Bending the elbows, focusing the eyes, Tratakam. To the nose, and slowly back out on the extension. Gazing beyond momentarily. We'll do a third round, bending the elbow, focus the finger. Slowly to the nose, and slowly back out. Beautiful. So release the hands, bring the palms together. Let's get some prana, some energy, some heat, little friction into the palms. Start rubbing them. And then as we're ready, right arm's going to cover right eye, left hand covers left eye. No light coming in here, bathing the eyes. Little prana bath for the eyes. The rods and the cones of the retina, just receiving the light energy. Take a breath deep, long, and slow. As you're ready, release the hands from the face. We'll interlace the fingers, press the palms away, and then we'll take the arms overhead. So straightening the elbows here, tailbones down, a little side body stretch if you'd like. Engaging the breath here, Ujjayi, ocean breathing, slight constriction into the back of the throat, air passing the epiglottis. And slowly release the arms down. We'll take the tops of the hands to press back against one another, interlacing the fingers by turning the palms down and then rolling the fingers in towards the chest, perhaps up and over. Yoga for the hands and fingers. So waking up the meridians in the wrists and the fingers all the way up into the elbows. Continue to breathe slowly and purposefully. And let's release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left comes over right. Get your grip first and then slowly roll it in, up, and over. To your degree of flexibility here, working with breath, waking up the prana in the arms and fingers. And then slowly release. We'll come all the way to a seated position with the legs out in front. Keep the calves and the heels down. We're going to bring the movements into the toes here. Yoga for the toes. We'll start with toe cramps. Just going to squeeze the toes for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold and squeeze and release. So just like we did with the hands and fingers, we're going to do with the feet here. So we're going to right over left. See if we can interlace that pinky toe. Even one toe is amazing here. Perhaps a second toe. We're going for the marma points in between the toes. Maybe third toe, perhaps the fourth toe, eventually the big toe. Even if we get one toe is amazing. Wherever you're at, squeezing the toes. And release. We'll do switch and do it on the other side. So this wakes up the nerve endings all the way in the toes, the ankles, all the way up into the sciatic nerve, the largest nerve in the body, running from the feet all the way up into the hips. So getting the toes in, maybe one toe. Try to use the mental concentration. Get your toes in. It's okay, we can't see you, but try. Maybe one toe, maybe all five. Squeeze them wherever you get to. Waking up the nerves and the ankles. And then let's slowly release. We'll bring, once again, the calves and the heels flat, sitting tall. Ankle extensions for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Go clockwise for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So coming up into the knees, warming up the knees. Keep the right leg down. We'll interlace. We'll grab opposite elbows, lift the chest plate. Sit tall. We're going to rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving through the warm-up. So same thing, other side. Left leg down, right leg comes up. Grab opposite elbows, lift the chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's come towards the front of the mat. Right heel is going to come in towards the perineum. We're moving the stretch into the quads here, so left leg comes back. Toes go flat. Make some space in the calf if you need to. You can take your time here, slowly sitting back. So even just a little bit of a movement backwards, big opening in the front side of the thigh. So take your time. If you've got the privilege, if you're open, you'd like to slowly walk yourself back, we can come to opposite elbows, perhaps resting and breathing there. And if that's comfortable, we can try the top of the head, perhaps laying the spine flat if you want to use an audible exhalation or just any relieving breath. Just let it go a little bit. Eventually, spine comes flat. You can grab opposite elbows or just let the elbows out. Let's hold here for a moment or two. And let's take an inhale. We'll press the elbows. Exhale, let's come all the way up, and we'll switch. Do the same thing, other side. So left foot comes in, right leg coming back. And notice the difference between the sides here. Even as we're warming up, we're going to start to get a sense of the need to balance the right and left sides of the body. So just listening to the body, taking a breath maybe to the elbows. It's your journey. Listening to your breath as you go. Eventually, maybe spine comes to lay flat. You can release the elbows. Big opening in the front side of the thigh. Quad stretch. And as we're ready, let's press the elbows on an inhale. Exhale, coming all the way up to standing position. So come with our feet together at the front of the mat. I can get you in a good spot there. Perfect. Feet are together, fingers point down. Let's softly close the eyes momentarily. Lift the chest, peel the shoulder blades back. And we'll connect to that glorious star in the sky, the big, amazing sun. We're grateful for the sun. Perhaps visualizing a beautiful sunset that you've seen recently. And contemplating our personal relationship to the sun. All the gifts that we get from the sun with each day. We'll do Surya Namaskar in honor of this relationship. Surya means sun, Namaskar is to pay respects. So allow eyes to come open. Take an inhale. And let's bring the hands together at heart level on the exhale. Inhale, press the feet. Arms reach up. Lifting up. Hips pressing forward. And on an exhaling breath, let's hinge and fold, coming forward. So it's our first stretch of the morning here. Let's take a few breaths to allow the hands to come down in the direction of the toes. If you have the privilege, you can press the palms to the floor. Otherwise, just listening to the body here, perhaps resting your hands on your knees, on your ankles if you need. Backs of the knees or pressing back evenly, tailbone lifting up towards the sky. Head hanging heavy here. Our breath is slow. Let's place the hands, bend the elbows. We're taking the left foot all the way back, left knee down. Ashwashan Shalanasan. So opening up, chest comes forward, arms peel back. Keep the front knee moving towards midline here. You can soften those front toes. Put a smile on the face to your degree of flexibility here. No strain in the lungs. Listen to your breath. Again, chest is coming forward. You can gaze up towards the ceiling if there's room in your practice to do so. Back foot and knee pressing to the earth. Let's place the hands in line with the front foot. Turn the back toes on an exhaling breath. Coming all to meet in par. Volkanasana, this is mountain pose, and spread the fingers, peace fingers face forward, palms are pressing, the inner elbows drawing towards one another, as the chin drops gently towards the chest, making space between the shoulder blades, the rib cage, lengthening the muscles in the rib cage, the intercostalis. Tailbone pulling towards the sky. Backs of the legs are pressing evenly towards the back of the mat, back of the wall. Heels pressing down evenly into the mats. Continuing to breathe. Nice deep engagement, full and complete inhalations and exhalations. Parvokanasana, this is mountain pose. The bottom of your next exhalation, let's drop the knees towards the floor. We're going to send the heart right between the thumbs, elbows up. Ashtanga Namaskar, so 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands, chest and chin onto the floor. Elbows are close to the body, facing up. You can extend your chin slightly, butt stays up. Gaze out at the tip of the nostrils. My breath again, slow and steady. Inhaling, breath, extend the toes, press the hips. We'll do Bhujangasana. You can press to the hands if you have a neck or a back injury. Bring the elbows in line with the shoulders, and you can try Sphinx in this round. Again, hips down, chest up, gaze is up, back toes point. Bhujangasana Cobra. And on an exhaling breath, place the hands once again. Let's come back to Parvokanasana, mountain pose. The body's warming up. Tailbone is lifting towards the sky. You may notice one heel wants to press down more than the other. You can press both heels down evenly. Next inhalation, let's get the left foot forward, right knee down, opening the chest once again. Ashwashan Shalanasan. Equestrian pose, opening the chest, gazing up, peel the shoulders back. Activate the rear foot and knee into the earth. Keep the front knee moving towards midline. And again, to your degree of flexibility, listening to the music of the breath. Let's place the hands in line with the front foot. On an exhaling breath, right foot comes to meet the left. And the body's starting to warm up here a little bit. So the backs of the legs perhaps coming a little bit longer. Forehead down in the direction of the shins, the belly button towards the thighs. Perhaps pressing the palms into the earth if there's room. You can even turn the hands around. Heels the hands forward. Just listening to your body and your breath in the forward fold. And then together, let's press to the feet. Palms come together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Releasing the hands to the sides. And we'll do it on the other side. Surya Namaskar. Take a deep inhale. On the exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. We're going to move with the breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Placing the hands. Let's get the right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, equestrian pose. Open the chest, gaze up. Place the hands in line with front foot. Turn the back toes. Exhaling breath. Parvokanasan, mountain pose. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Elbows in, and then inhale, point the toes. Bhujangasana, lift the chest, look up. Exhaling breath. Mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Opening the chest, lunging forward in the hips, looking up. Inhale. Place the hands. Left foot forward. Feet are together. Exhaling breath. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the hands to the sides and momentarily soften the gaze. Close the eyes once again. And let's connect with that other amazing celestial body in the sky. The moon. The moon controls the waters of the earth. It affects the waters of the earth. Similarly, it affects the waters inside of our body. Human aquarium full of plasma and blood and liquids inside of us. We're grateful for this connection, for this amazing lunar force. We'll do Chandra Namaskar, changing only 4th and 9th postures. Allow eyes to come open. We'll take an inhale. Exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Lift up. You can look up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Placing the hands, breathing slowly and steady. Bend the knees, left foot's coming back, left knee is down, hands together, heart level, crescent moon position here. Arms come all the way up overhead. So arms are coming up, hips are going down. Lunge into that hip, keep the front knee coming towards midline. Again, to your degree of flexibility, listening to the breath. Crescent moon position. Let's place the hands in front, turn the back toes. Right leg comes to meet the left, hip distance apart. Volkanasana once again. Mountain pose. Knees pressing back evenly. Tailbone pulling back, pulling up towards the sky. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, and chin down towards the floor, elbows close to the body. Inhaling breath, Bhujangasana. Exhaling breath, turn the top toes, chin the direction of the chest, tailbone up to the sky. This is mountain pose. Left foot forward. Right knee down, crescent moon on the other side, hands to heart level, and then all the way overhead. Lunging into the hips as the arms are reaching up to the sky. Crescent moon. Back foot in contact with the earth, pressing to the earth. Front foot softening the toes. Smooth face. Listening to the breath. Let's place the hands in front. On an exhaling breath, right foot comes to meet the left. Backs of the legs are long here. Again, deepening the warm-ups through these series. Continue to follow the breath as you find new openings in the body. Let's press the feet, palms together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the hands to the sides. Chandra Namaskar, same thing, other side. Take an inhalation. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Placing the hands, the knees, right leg is back, right knee is down. Hands coming all the way overhead, crescent moon position on an inhale. Place the hands in front, turn the top toes, exhaling breath, mountain pose. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, mountain pose. Right leg forward, left knee down, hands coming all the way overhead, lunging to the hips as the arms come overhead. Crescent moon position. Place the hands, left foot comes to meet the right. Backs of the legs are long on exhale. Press the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the sides, and momentarily let's close the eyes once again and notice perhaps the beating of our heart in our chest region. Heart starting to beat inside the auricles, the ventricles, the heart, moving the blood and the prana throughout the body. You can feel the fingertips and the toes are vibrating, the skull is vibrating, the capillaries. Grateful for this amazing movement of energy inside of us. And allow eyes to come open. Our first practice this morning is a chair pose. So arms coming all the way up. Uttanasana. Elbows are straight. Let's gaze up. Chin's parallel. Look all the way up towards the hands with the eyes. Take an inhale. And on the exhaling breath, let's sit the butt and tail down and back. Taking a moment, sitting back perhaps a little bit further. If you're able, perhaps bring the weight slightly into the heels. You can lift the toes up off the mat. So you build some heat in body concentration and will, gazing up, elbows straight, fingertips active. Inhaling breath, let's come all the way up, release the hands to the sides. We'll do Dvikasana, so interlace the fingers back behind you, press the palms away, and then we'll come to a forward fold once again. Double angle pose. So a little bit of room to go into the backs of the legs here, and perhaps arms are pulling up towards the sky, and to your degree, listening to that music of the breath inside of our bodies. Forehead in the direction of the shins. Weight slightly out of the heels. So slowly, let's release the arms, coming all the way up to standing position. We'll bring hands together at heart level in preparation for twisted chair. We'll bring some prana into the stomach here. Take a deep inhale. On the exhaling breath, we'll sit back like we're sitting into a chair, outer edge of the left tricep coming in contact with the right thigh. You can turn the head and neck comfortably to the right side wall. Keep the hands in a prayer position. Keep opening the chest. Front knees are in line, belly's coming in, down and across. Stay with that music of the breath. If there's room, you'd like to open up to a fly, you can look down, place the left fingertips in line with the left toes, and opposite right hand comes all the way towards the ceiling. Opening head and neck to your degree of flexibility towards the ceiling. Steady and purposeful in the breath. And then slowly, let's come all the way back to center. Hands come to heart level, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're going to bring flood of prana into the liver here. Take an inhale. And on the exhaling breath, sit down like you're coming to a chair, and then outer edge of the right tricep comes in contact with the left thigh. Knees in line, belly down and across, head and neck in line with the spine. Breath slow and steady. And you can look down if you want to release the hands. Otherwise, stay right where you're at. Place the fingertips in line with the toes. Opposite hand reaches towards the ceiling. Belly button still coming across here. Chest is opening. Perhaps head and neck are opening to the sky. Twisted chair. Beautiful. And then slowly let's come all the way back up to heart level. Release the palms to the sides. And we'll do table. We got chairs. Let's bring the table. Arms coming all the way up. You got room. Beautiful. Elbows are straight. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Hinge the body. Make a right angle with the front side of the body here. Arms are extending. It's a line of energy from the tailbone all the way up through the fingertips. You keep the palms together or apart. You got tight shoulders like me. Flat back. Belly button is engaged. You can gaze a few feet out in front of you. Keep breathing. And as you're ready, let's get the hands to heart level. We can bend both knees. And we're taking the right leg up and back behind us. Pressing the rear heel away, toes down towards the mat. If you've got no injuries in your shoulders, you can go ahead and release the arms out in front. And look down around 4 feet in front. Line of energy here from your rear heel out into the fingertips. Left leg is straight. Eyes are open. Balanced pose. Hands to heart level. Bend the left knee a little bit. We're going to get the left hand all the way down. Maybe about 6 inches to a foot in front and slightly off to the left. We're going to stack the hips. You can bring the right hand over to your right hip. If there's room, you can bring that right arm all the way up to the sky, turning the head and neck to your degree over towards the right side wall, maybe all the way towards the ceiling. Half moon position here. And then let's play a little bit. We'll bend that right knee. You can bend the left knee a little bit if you need. Grab that right hand onto the right foot. Yeah, and then see if we can straighten the left foot again and start to kick that right foot into the right hand, turning open slightly if we're able. And then slowly, let's release the hand and come all the way back up to a standing position. Whew. Waking up the hips this morning a little bit. Beautiful. So we'll try same series on the opposite side. Hands come together at heart level. Right leg's going to be straight here. We'll take an inhale, exhale, take the left leg all the way back behind you. So front side of the chest coming parallel to the floor here. If there's room, extend the arms out in front. Make a line of energy from the rear heel out through the fingertips. Flat back, belly is firm. Rear heel towards the back wall, toes towards the floor. Keep breathing. And we'll go hands to heart level. Bend the right knee slightly. Place the right hand out in front. We're moving in the direction of the half moon here. So eventually you can place the left hand to the left hip, or if there's room in your practice, you can get that left hand going up towards the sky, turning the head and neck eventually towards left side wall, perhaps, maybe all the way to the ceiling. Listening to your breath, listening to your body, no strain. And then if you need to bend the left knee at all, you may, as we bend the right knee, perhaps, to grab on. Straighten that back, that right leg out again, and then start to kick the left foot. Nice opening into the shoulder. Beautiful. And then slowly let's relax, release. Whew. I wish I had the next stage of that pose to teach you, Erica. Not in my body, so not quite in my teaching practice this morning. Maybe next week. We go in the spirit of the yogis. We say, if not today, then maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next lifetime. So let's bring our feet mat distance apart. We'll do swaying tree in the wind here. So right hand's going to grab onto the left. Stand tall. Inhale, exhale, and take the left hip way out. Right hand's pulling into the left arm. Right shoulder slightly forward. You can gaze up towards that left shoulder armpit. Let's continue to breathe. Slightly strained breath in the side body stretch here. So small sips if that works for you. And come all the way back to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left hand grabs the right, up and over. Right hip comes out. So side body, it's nice swing tree here. Gaze up towards that right armpit. Left shoulder slightly forward. Right hip way out. Small sips of breath if you need them. And then let's come all the way back up. Release the hands. Bring the feet hip distance apart. Hands to the hips, elbows back, inhale, exhale, folding forward. So we're transitioning here with Padahastasana, hands to feet position. So if you can't get your hands to your feet, let's get our hands on our shins, maybe our ankles, maybe onto the backs of the calves, if that's a comfortable place for you to rest in the fold for a few breaths. If you have the privilege, you can place the fingertips, perhaps the palms, all the way underneath the feet. Create a connection between hands and feet. Belly button coming in contact with the thighs. Forehead coming in the direction of the shins. The legs are straight, the tailbones coming up towards the sky. You can even start to bend the elbows. Bring the front side of the body a little bit closer towards the shins. That breath, check in with that breath. Nice, beautiful symphony of breath inside the body. Stay connected to our breath and breathing in the forward fold. Slowly, let's release the hands from the feet. We'll use our peace fingers to grab onto our big toes. A little bit of a stretch in the neck here, so bring the weight out of the heels, slightly lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the head and neck. Look up. So look towards your computer screen, maybe the front wall, maybe all the way up towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe. And then slowly on an exhaling breath, chin comes back towards the chest. We'll place the hands, walk the feet back. We're coming into Pardvokonasana, mountain pose. Arms are shoulder distance apart. Let's walk it out a little bit. So we'll bend the right knee, press the left heel into the mat. And bend the left knee, press the right heel into the mat. Let's extend both knees here evenly. Press both heels down into the mat. We'll keep the right heel into the mat as the left foot's going to lift up towards the sky. We'll keep a straight leg for now. Big toe moving towards the midline. You can inhale, lift, engage the left or the right elbow and the right heel down into the mat. Just lift the left leg a little bit higher. And on an exhaling breath, we get the left foot all the way forward in preparation for our warrior series. So outer edge of the back foot is going to turn slightly in. We're going to take a moment with our feet and come eventually up. Rear heels in line with the front foot. Do turning in the back foot. So if you're a 1 here, let's try and get that right hip twisting forward. We can go hands together at heart level. And if there's room for you, arms coming all the way overhead. Lunging into the hips here. So as the hips go down, the arms go up. Keep the edge of the back foot grounded. Pinky toe edge. Soften the front toes. Put a smile on your face. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 position. All right, deep inhale and the exhaling breath will open up. So make a little bit of length here. Open up the hips. Keep the front foot in line. Open up the back foot just a couple inches. We'll come in the direction of Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 position. Again, hips down. Arms are engaged. Can gaze out towards your front fingertips. Stay active in the back arm. Big muscles here, so the heart starts to beat. Keep breathing. And slow down that exhalation. Build some heat and prana in the body. Warrior 2 position. Stay grounded in the back foot. Take an inhale and an exhaling breath. We'll go to Fearless Warrior. Body shapes a diagonal here. Belly stays off the chest, off the front thigh. Heart is extending. Arms are extending. Strong legs becoming a warrior. Advaya Virabhadrasana. This is the Fearless Warrior. As you're ready, let's get the left hand down towards the floor. Right hand up to the sky. Head and neck turn to right side wall. Eventually head and neck turn towards the ceiling, opening the chest region here. Keep your feet engaged, your legs strong. Inhale and exhaling breath. You can take that right hand down to the low back in preparation for the bind. You can either go to your bind or otherwise just lift your heart up towards the sky. And then slowly release the bind, drop the back knee to the floor, hands come down. We're going to do a little bit of arm balancing here, Kondinyasa, so heel toe, left foot wide. Left hand comes, back edge of the tricep comes in contact with the inner thigh on the left. Right hand comes like a push-up position. So you got to stay real narrow with the elbows so they connect to the hips. Slowly body weight comes forward. You can keep the chin up off the mat, perhaps come onto the big toes back behind you. Keep the knee down, or perhaps lift that back knee, get the right hip connected to the right elbow, and slowly, maybe just even for a moment, try to lift that back toe. Arm balancing. Kondinyasa, A is for attempt. Yeah, beautiful. You want to give it one more chance? There we go. Back toes. There, she's got it. She's flying. Beautiful. A is for attempt. B is for balasana, child's pose. Let's come sit back in a comfortable child's pose. Knees come a little bit wider than the hips. Feet come together. If possible, buttocks to the heels. If possible, forehead to the floor. Connecting once again with that amazing heartbeat. Grateful for the heartbeat. Connect to those two beautiful lungs inside your chest. Grateful for this ventilating, the movement of prana inside the body. Grateful for the heart. Grateful for the lungs. Inhaling breath, we'll allow ourselves to rise up, and we'll come to meet. Balancing the hemispheres of the body. Back once again in Paravokanasana, mountain pose. This time left heel comes to the floor, right leg's going to come up towards the sky. Stay active in the left elbow, stay active in the left heel. Take an inhale, lift that right foot a little bit higher. You know, exhaling breath, right foot's coming all the way forward. Getting the feet set. So you know where we're going here. Warrior 1 position, Virabhadrasana. Get the feet set. Outer edge of the back foot turns in. Maybe 10, 20 degrees. Get the pinky toe edge down. Left hip comes forward. Arms to heart level. Keep twisting the left shoulder around. Eventually arms all the way overhead. Arms can be together in a steeple or just release them. Slow and steady breath. Soften those front toes. Put the smile on the face. Lunging into the hips as the arms pulling up towards the sky. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 position. I'll take an inhale and an exhaling breath, transitioning Opening the back foot perhaps a few inches. Hips start to open here. Arms coming parallel to the floor. Fingertips engaged. Gazing out towards the front fingertips. Active in the back arms, active in the rear foot. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 position. Take a big inhale and exhaling breath. Left hand's going to come to meet the right. Fearless warrior. Active in the feet, heart's lifting, body. Front thighs saying good morning. Aloha. Advaya is the fearless. Moving into the fearless warrior. So we're ready. Right hand to the floor. Left hand to the sky. Opening up the chest region. Active feet engaged in the legs, opening the chest. Let's take the left hand to the low back in preparation for the bind. Perhaps releasing that hand underneath the grab, or otherwise just keep it in contact with the earth as you lift the heart towards the sky. Let's release the hands, release the legs. Bring the hands in preparation for Kondinyasa. So heel toe to front foot. Outer edge of the tricep, the back edge of the tricep comes in contact with the right hip. The left elbow comes in line. It's like a push-up position here. Right foot comes wide. Belly button or chin comes slightly up off the mat. If there's room, start to lift the right foot, extend it. Perhaps the left toes coming up and off the mat here. Even for a moment. A is for attempt. And slowly let's all come down to meet once again in Balasana, Child's Pose. Connecting now to that amazing, amazing skin, the largest sense organ in the body. The pores of the skin are opening up. We have that inner fire meeting those amazing fluids of the body starting to heat up, and we get steam coming out, purification processes. We start to sweat in and out from the pores. The prana now moving in and out through the entire body. Grateful, grateful for these amazing skin, healthy skin. Yoga practices of purifying the inner temple. I'm grateful for these practices, grateful for the mixture of elements. Inhaling breath, let's rise up. We're going to meet once again in Paravokanasana, the mountain pose. Hands in front, feet hip distance, tailbone pulling up towards the sky. Right heel's going to stay pinned towards the floor. This time we're lifting the left leg, bend the left knee, opening up that left hip. If there's room, you can gaze out underneath that left armpit, chest towards the back wall. Nice opening into the hip. Inhale, and on the exhaling breath, left knee comes in the direction of the left wrist. Legs going to come across in preparation for Kapotasana. This is pigeon. Key to our pigeon, back knee. So it's key to stay active in the back knee. Keep the hands. You can claw the hands if you need. Walk the hands in line with the hips. Opening up the front of the chest, looking up towards the ceiling to your degree of flexibility. Continuing to breathe fully and deeply, please. Kapotasana, this is pigeon. Chin comes parallel once again. We'll go to twisted pigeon here. You're going to take the right hand past the line of symmetry and come up onto the left knee or out in front. Left hand comes to the right thigh or perhaps all the way to the back edge of the right hip. Twist it around to looking out, up and over the left shoulder. Let's twist once again. Back around towards center. Releasing the hands now out in front. You can reset this front foot if you'd like to go a little bit deeper. If you want to explore your splits, now's a good time. Otherwise, We're going to go into a more relaxed position here, slowly walking the hands out in front to your degree of flexibility, finding a way to rest the forehead. You can make a pillow with the hands. You can rest your hands with bent elbows, or you can just lay the whole front side of the chest down. Whatever's comfortable for you here. Deep opening into the hips. Maybe a little micro movements or adjustments in those hips, just waking it up. Your practice, listening to your breath. Inhaling breath, coming back up, placing the hands in preparation for Pardavokanasan. Turn the back toes. We'll come back in the direction of the mountain. If you want to X and O that left leg a little bit or stretch it out, whatever feels good for you on that left side. We'll do pigeon series on the other side. Now left heel's coming down, right heel's coming towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Gaze out underneath that right armpit chest. Left heel is down, left arm is straight. Take an inhale, and on the exhaling breath, right knee, right wrist, the right foot across. Stay active in the big toe mound of the right foot, helps to protect the knee. And again, the key to our pigeon here is in the back knee as we walk the hands in line with the hips, lift the chest, gaze up. Proud pigeon position. It's opening into the hips. Chin comes parallel once again. We're going to walk the left hand past the line of symmetry, perhaps to the left knee if you can make it, or otherwise out in front. To your degree of flexibility. Nice twist into our pigeon. You can gaze up over the right shoulder, perhaps towards the back corner of your mat. And slowly, let's walk our hands and head forward once again. Reset the legs if you need to, otherwise moving to a more relaxed front body position. You can find a way to relax the head by resting the forehead into the hands, or perhaps all the way to the floor. If you have that flexibility in your practice, rest the head all the way down to the mat. Any natural micro moves or adjustments that are subtly arising from the breath. Breath. Start to bring ourselves back out, placing the hands, turn the back toes, come to meet in Pardavokanasan, mountain pose if you want to walk. Roll that right hip anyway out momentarily. And then let's all walk ourselves slowly. We're going to kind of walk towards the middle of the mat. We're going to meet in a squat in the middle. So walk yourself up, the hands back, feet forward. You can bring the feet a little bit wide if you need to. We're coming into our squatting position. The squat is back. It's 2020. Everybody's squatting. So left hand's going to come out in front. We'll go right hand all the way up to the sky. Put a little twist on it. And if your heels come up, that's okay. Just play a little bit, trying to find a little twist as you reach that right arm up towards the sky. And then slowly bring it down. We'll switch to the same thing on the other side. So the edge of the elbow hooks behind the right shin now. Right hand presses to the earth. Left hand reaching up towards the sky for the squat. And let's slowly return. We'll move into a little bit of more arm balancing here. We'll bring the arms out in front. Pressing the knees into the backs of the triceps, perhaps to the elbows. Moving the direction of crow position. So take your time here. Perhaps the weight starts to come forward, gaze slightly forward. You want to try one toe, maybe the other toe starts to come up. We'll play with the little variations here. If you've got the crow and you've got mastered, you want to try one leg crow, you can. Some of us are still just working through the basics on our crow. If you're comfortable in your crow and you want to go to tripod headstand, you can go ahead and drop that head down, whatever's comfortable for you. We'll play here a little bit. So you can either try your crow, we can try one-legged crow, you can go to headstand if it's comfortable for you. A is for attempt here though, so giving ourselves an opportunity to be a little bit playful. Again, if you'd like to drop that head to the mat, you may. Just coming all the way forward and gently coming in that direction. Otherwise, continuing to endeavor with your crow. And if you're in your headstand, let's all find a way to transition perhaps back out through that crow position. And then we'll all turn around, lay our legs in front. Let's do Matsyendrasana, fish pose. Heels come together. Arms close to the body. You can kind of grab to the hips or perhaps lift the hips and bring the hands slightly underneath the body. Wherever the hands are, press them firmly in contact with the earth. Energy into the elbows, lift the chest, come to rest on the top of the head, look towards the back wall. Lift the chest, point the toes, take the lower set of teeth past the upper set of teeth. Fish pose. And then slowly, let's lengthen the spine, come all the way back to a relaxed long spine. You can release the palms out to the sides momentarily. Bring heels in towards the buttocks. Setu Bandhasan, bridge position. So some gentle back bending or some deeper back bending. Listening to your body as we go here. Feet hip distance. Palms press to the earth. Belly button and tail rising up. You can lift perhaps the middle belly, the upper chest. If there's room, chin comes in the direction of the chest. If there's room there and you'd like to interlace your fingers underneath you, peel your shoulder blades together, please do so. To your degree, your very safe place to do our backward bending. Stay with breath. Listen to your body. If you'd like to stay in bridge, please do so. If you'd like to open all the way up in for Chakrasana wheel position, now is a good time. You can release the arms out from underneath you. Placing the fingertips in line with the shoulders, elbows work to stay in slightly. You can press to the palms. Bring the top of the head as one stage in your process. If there's room, press evenly the hands and feet, listening to your body as you go. Lift the belly, perhaps coming to tippy toes, maybe walking those toes in towards the heels again. To your degree of flexibility, breathing into the backward bend, and then slowly let's all come out wherever you're at. Come down all the way to the mat. Flop the ankles out to the sides, turn the palms up. We'll all take a long, slow inhalation, nice, deep, relaxed exhalation. Continue with that nice, slow breathing, consciously, mindfully now, slowing down the beating of the heart in the chest region. Take the knees in the direction of the chest now. We'll give ourselves a little squeeze. Let's go momentarily into kind of a yogi's choice here. So if you want to do, just stay with your squeeze or just any gentle rock. You can Do a little rolling at the tail or a little rocking. Maybe a happy baby, whatever kind of feels intuitive for you here. Take a few moments to rock side to side, perhaps forward and back. Eyes can be closed, just an internal, rejuvenating position. If you want to play a little bit, we're going to find our way up towards the seat. I like to rock forward and back. So inhale, lift the tail, and then exhale, we'll start to come up. Inhale, coming to the upper back and cervical spine. Exhale, come forward. Just a few easy rocks here. Staying youthful in our spine. And then eventually we'll rock all the way up to seated position with the legs in front. Paschimottanasana, hands to feet position. Toes coming up towards the sky, heels pressing away. Let's inhale. Sit bones down, arms up. Exhale. Hinge and fold, perhaps hands to feet, maybe to the knees or the ankles. Wherever your hands fall, let them. Stay engaged in the legs. Keep lifting the belly button and extending the chest forward. Eventually, forehead comes even to stillness here. Deep, relaxed forward fold, listening again to the sound of the breath. Inhaling breath, we'll come all the way back up. Bring the feet hip distance apart. We're going to do spinal twist and stay there. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to take the right hand back behind the line of symmetry. Maybe a foot or two past your tailbone if there's room. Left hand comes over to the right thigh. You can maybe come down to the back elbow if there's room in your practice. Eventually left shoulder peeling across. Gazing towards the back right corner of your mat. Breathing, wringing out the spine here. Spinal twist. Inhaling breath, we'll come back to center. Same thing on the other side. So left hand comes back behind. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling here. So stay active in the feet. Keep the hips grounded. Perhaps come to the palm, maybe to the elbow. Easy twist, wringing out the spine. And then inhale, we'll come all the way back up. And bring out the spine, let's hold the spine in place. We'll do Navasana. Boat pose. So come tailbone down, legs are extending. Knees can be bent if they need, arms can hold, or otherwise release the hands to the sides. Straighten the back knees. Gaze right between the big toes. Lift the chest. And let's finish with a little Kapalabhati breath here. Forceful exhalations, much like we began. Slowly release the legs back down towards the floor. And we spin around 180 degrees, our favorite yoga pose. Corpse pose, this is Shavasana. Come to a relaxed spine. You can release the hair bun. Cover the eyes or otherwise close them. Turn the palms to face up. Ankles flopping to the sides. Heels a few inches apart from one another. Do a little active relaxation. Lift the right leg just 2 inches. Point the right toes and relax. Flop the right leg. Left leg's going to lift. Point the left toes. Squeeze and point. Flop the left leg. Engaging the buttocks now. Like you're going to lift the buttocks, but take the belly button and pull the belly button down towards the earth. And relax the midsection, the hips, and the genitals. Engaging the chest now. Take a deep inhale into the rib cage. And on the exhaling breath, open the mouth. Let all the breath go. Very nice. Fist with the right hand. Lift the right arm just an inch. Squeeze. Flop the right hand. Fist with the left hand. Lift the left arm. Squeeze. Flop the left arm. Lengthening now the back of the cervical spine. Keep the skull on the ground as the chin comes in the direction of the chest. Lengthen, lengthen, and relax the entire cervical spine. You can turn the head and neck from side to side comfortably. Back to center. Opening the mouth wide, wide, wide now. Stick the tongue out. Let all the breath go. And return the lips together once again. This time squeezing the small muscles in the face. You can squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Eyelids, temples, forehead. And relax and soften all the muscles in the face. Entire body now from tips of the toes to the very top of the head. Relaxing and remaining still. Let's take our attention to our breath at our nostrils momentarily. Becoming an observer, witness to the breath effortlessly passes in and out at the nostrils. Shifting attention now to the movement of the belly button with each passing inhalation and exhalation. Watching the belly rise and fall with each passing breath. Remain a witness. Verbally now together we'll count the breath backwards from 10 as the belly rises. We count 10. The belly falls. We count 10. The belly rises at 9. The belly falls at 9. Stay with your count, your breath. Try not to lose count all the way to 1. Come down towards 1. You can surrender the count. Release the breath to drift wherever it may go. Observing any sensations, impulses, vibrations as they're effortlessly arising and falling in your consciousness now. Benefits of posture practice effortlessly coming to us now. Not needing to do anything, remaining still. corpse pose, Shavasana. Bring our attention to our breath and breathing once again. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly with each passing breath, and gradually now beginning to deepen the inhalations, lengthen the exhalations. Use our connection to our breath to begin the body's waking up process, perhaps fingers and toes, the head or the nose wiggling slightly. The body begins to wake up, allowing for any easy, natural movement that may arise for you. If stillness is your choice, please remain there. Gradually, with deepening breath and awakening body, coming to effortlessly meet in a comfortable side-lying position. Body coming, take your time to a comfortable side-lying position. And as we come to side-lying, let's take a moment here in reverence and appreciation for the many gifts we've been given in this moment. Grateful for the breath. Grateful for all the nooks and crannies of our own physical bodies, our fingers and toes, our heads, beautiful brain and nervous system. Perhaps extending that gratitude out momentarily out to loved ones, pets. We just love, appreciation for the beautiful planet that we live on. And from this place of deep reverence and gratitude, we'll slowly bring ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Take your time, pressing palms into the earth, coming to a relaxed, comfortable seat. Spine tall, eyes closed, smooth face. Taking our awareness to the brow center. It's a seat of meditative awareness, integration. And just planting a seed of trust, this deep inner knowing. Know we can go back to this seat of integration, this meditative awareness at any point. And resolving to bring this awareness with us out into our lives. Meet us in our relationships, in our experiences, in our jobs, in our families. Hands together at heart level, gesturing forward in appreciation for this sacred breath, these amazing practices, and for one another's presence. Closing customarily. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. What a pleasure to be with you in our living room. Thank you, Erica, for being here. Mahalo. Mahalo. Live Yoga Channel. We're grateful for everyone being here. You guys have a lovely day. Take these practices out into your world, share them with others, and share your presence with the world. We're grateful for you guys.